And hello, we are here today and back with In Darkness Unbroken and people not working on my roof because that was yesterday. And the gang is all here. It's so exciting. But yeah, let's not waste any time and let's just let's go around that table and start with our dungeon master with introducing everybody here and awkward questions and all that jazz.
Yeah.
You have the power.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Anna, humbly on the internet. I am indeed the GM for tonight's wonderful Dragon Age game, and my awkward question for you all is, how does your character, and yourself if you want to share, deal with stress? My answer is, I don't. No, I'm kidding. I actually am part of the camp that enjoys ASMR videos. I do get the tingles. I enjoy it, and that's how I de-stress. Take it away, gang.
Very good. I am Freddie. I'm playing Eowyn, the former Circle Elf, now Elven Keeper. And he deals with stress by in the like small frame than like nervous tics and like unraveling threads in sweaters and things like that. And I am much the same. However, I don't have to do that because I have cartoons and I watch cartoons to de-stress. In fact, when I was recovering from surgery and having a really terrible time with the pain and recovery, I put on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and it just like completely took away all the pain.
Because that show is magic. Like, it really is.
And like I did not like watch it. I did not keep up with it. I was just like, in this time of turmoil, I need My Little Pony right now.
Friendship is magic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi everyone, my name is Satan, or else a vamp on the internet, and I play Bella, the Antivan City elf rogue. That's a lot of words put together. I don't know if it was in the right order. And what was the question?
How does she deal with stress? And yourself, if you wish to share.
There's a lot of stabbing involved with her.
Both literal and euphemism? Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on the stress. Sometimes it's like, I'm gonna fuck your shit up stabbing, and other times it's a little nicer stabbing. Me personally, I listen to music, relax music, try and calm my emotions down. Or I'll call a friend and hang out. Emma knows this a lot, as I'm always stressed and always hanging out with her. Yeah. Or I'll take a moment, I'll scream into my pillow.
Primal scream therapy.
It helps.
It does.
All right, and today I am playing Arlen, my big mountain himbo. And, well, I forgot to mention, he's an Avar. We currently are in Avar territory, so it makes me very happy. And let's see, how does he deal with stress? I believe whittling is his thing. He's going to just take a tree trunk and whittle it down to a spoon in the course of a few hours.
The whole tree to a single spoon.
I did not stutter, indeed.
So many toothpicks.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That could be very useful. And as for myself, I'm going to go with the same route as Freddy, cartoon. More anime-centric, but yes, cartoon.
No, it's my turn. Hi, everyone. My name is Val. This is my channel. I bring to you today Robin Cadret, our dwarf, lowborn merchant class rogue, who has apparently adopted a sentinel, a cat, and a dragon. Bought the dragon, didn't adopt. She shopped for that one. Didn't know what she was getting, but is currently co-parenting with Bella. And by co-pairing with Bella, Bella is taking care of the dragon.
You can be the breadwinner. She's
we did name the
rearing.
dragon last week. We named the dragon Sparrowhawk.
Sparrowhawk.
So there's a theme.
There's a theme, yeah.
And as far as how both of us deal with stress in the same way, it's called drugs. Like
I didn't know if I was allowed to say that.
No, you're allowed to say drugs. You're allowed
drugs too for me.
Of all of the
legal
variety of drugs.
Yeah.
Prescription
Definitely
variety, legally obtained drugs. Some of that is bourbon. I also tend to watch like my comfort shows, so my biggest is usually Inuyasha. That I go back to, and my go-to comfort song is always Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, and any various covers of that. There's actually a really good cover done by the lead singer of Breaking Benjamin and like another and a female singer called Dynamite, and it's dope as fuck. And I actually find I'm listening to that one more because Breaking Benjamin, I'm a proper 2005 kid, and this is my favorite band. So, So, hey, we're a viewer-affected game. Nightbot has gone and let us know that, but just so that you know, every 100 bits here gives us rerolls. If you subscribe to the channel, you can give us an auto success plus a 6-point stunt, which is essentially a crit success in this world. If you donate money, a $5 donation will give us all focus points, which just makes us stronger because you're only supposed to get those when you level up, but not in this world. Here, we get to do whatever the fuck we want. And if you donate $10 or more, you can create an NPC. There was a donation last week for an NPC, actually, so we'll see how that one comes up. It's an Indian NPC. That's not how that works. Sorry. I think that it corrected itself, but for a second there, I was like, "What?" Google.
Yeah.
And no, that's it. That's the channel. That's the space. Let's go.
Let's go. Also, I don't know what it says about me that my comfort show is doing rewatches of Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Fair. Yeah.
Says quite
always
quite
a good one.
Yeah. None of this delightful cartoons. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. As has been discussed, we are indeed in the land of the Avar. We arrived in the Frost Fangs, who are Arlen's hold. He's the prodigal son has returned. We met a number of NPCs, including we very briefly sort of got to see the Skald, who's the battle bard of the town, I suppose. We met an NPC who had gone missing. Turns out he'd been captured by slavers, and his elven patriot. You're not sure if they're together, but she looked a little salty and stabby. Maybe that's just an elf thing.
At this point.
This way,
Hey.
seems to be a thing. We got to meet as well the Thane of the Frostfangs, Birgitta Lightbringer, who is a very big beefy woman. She's as big as Arlen.
Yeah, she is.
And it's hot.
Yeah. True to this game, thirst and emotions. The players got a little bit
rampant.
thirsty her.
Yeah.
Unhinged. Yeah. Also got to meet the Hold Beast, who is Opharin, who is a great goat. It's a giant goat, elusive in Thedas, but it exists in true Dragon Age form. That was just straight chilling and gave everybody a very spiritual moment of just staring you down and then farting, as you do. Yeah. We ended with Arlen going to meet with the Augur. He wanted to do this by himself, and they had a good conversation about some things that he has been dealing with, including trying to figure out the mystery behind his mother's death, who killed her, why it happened, and his own personal quest to avenge it, I suppose. He was told by the thing that when he and his group are good and ready, he can come back to get a challenge, so that he can perhaps earn his honor back within the hold for himself. So we finished up. You had returned to the group. You very briefly spoke to them, but we decided we were going to pick up at this conversation once we had our elven mage back. So we will be starting our scene back inside the tent you've managed to get yourself situated in. This is where you're going to be staying while you are here. You were offered to stay in some of the homes, but decided to stay together and not and put yourself on the people. So you're settling down when Arlen returns from his spiritual conversation with the augur of the hold. So, Arlen, take it away, my friend.
I'm simply going to poke my head inside the tent, see that everyone is there.
We're doing a braid train.
Yeah, absolutely.
Without me?
I'm instructing everyone on how to make sure that our braid train is tight. Like, oh, hey, Arlen, did you want your hair braided?
You know what? I would love nothing more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And while we do so, I'm gonna have to skedaddle in a moment. I still have a few things I need to
Okay.
wrap up. But I just spent some time speaking with the augur.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I thought it would be a good idea for me to come and tell you something that she remarked. Ever since we came by the hold, the spirit that looks over the hold has noticed that someone is traveling with us. Someone that is not present. I think, and I'm gonna take a seat and just compose myself for a moment. You all remember when we were having our happy fun time in the Fade?
Robin is just pale as fuck.
We
afraid.
So happy. Yep.
Sorry.
No, I understand.
I tried to keep
Yes.
Okay.
not to.
I have not
That's
forgotten
fine.
about one thing. We made a promise to someone to deliver a message, and we never did. And I'm thinking that is maybe coming to bite us in the rear end.
So you think that thing we made the agreement with is coming to check
mess with us, but perhaps check in the low danger, in the high danger could be something else. And I'm concerned for you, Faywin, because
You're the one that made that deal.
Yes, I confess so much has happened since then. I sort of lost track of. But it's not like those entities to be impatient.
Have all the time in the world.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, but we don't. Like, we have limited time, and if we don't do what they said, like,
yes,
oh god, do we die and go to the Fade? How does that work?
No. Okay, first of all, you're pulling my braids again.
I'm sorry.
I only have so much hair. It's already very short.
I do have something for
I'm
that.
not wearing my wig today. It would have been perfect. So what you're saying is that we have a spirit with us?
Yes, there's a spirit with us, and from what the ogre said, the spirit has been following us till at least as far as the spirit that guards this place, could see. It could be from the gate. It could be from the mountains. It could be you what? They did not exactly specify, but yes, we have another traveling companion with us,
Concerning.
and this is hot. Sorry.
Great.
Is it possible it's just been with us the whole time?
I mean, I know nothing of spirits. The augur perhaps would be able to make light of that. She didn't. She, right? Okay. She did not specify exactly the length of time. She did say that as soon as the spirit. Oh, well, what's this stupid spirit's name here? Oh, there's no name. Am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't share a name with you.
Perfect. The spirit that guards this place only was able to notice its presence when we arrived, basically.
Could it be possible that a spirit attached itself to one of us in the Fate?
Perhaps. How does one do that?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas. I know nothing of the Fate, and I do not pretend to know that.
I'm starting to think that it's whomever
Is
we
it
made a
here?
deal with.
Is it with us right now?
I look around.
Maybe? Hello?
Did she say whether she felt it was malevolent or?
I don't remember. Did you say anything about that?
No, there was no warning with it, or
Just there is
suggestion
that.
you're in
Okay.
danger, or no.
She didn't say. She just noted that and provided me with that information.
There's just been a ghost just
Yes.
following us.
Lighting.
A spirit
Yeah.
just tagging along and spying on us. What if it watched us have sex?
It probably did.
That's no, like I did not consent to that.
I think when you're, I know you have things to do, but maybe we should go speak to the augur because we need to know what's going on.
The augur said that she might be making herself present tonight in the village.
Oh, should we look presentable? What's the
We haven't looked for some.
do we need some plaid weave to fit in?
Some what?
Sorry.
What?
I'm just imagining that bright yellow fucking monstrosity.
Hold on.
The weave.
Played with in Inquisition. Inquisition specifically, and I'll look forward to your...
It's like very 60s.
It's a
Oh.
60s plaid, yellow plaid.
I mean, if you look around, everyone is wearing plaid of different color. Okay, just me. Fine.
Just you.
This must be something you picked up like after leaving because everyone's just wearing like animal skins, right? Like, why don't how should we? What should we do? Does the augur
You are all more than presentable.
Okay. I mean, is okay.
I don't believe that the augur cares in any way, shape, or form how we present ourselves to them. She's very attuned to our spirituality as well, so she's going to be able to look into our inner self and see how presentable we are.
Bella just gives up.
I am
No,
a dwarf. There's nothing inside. There's nothing in my brain. There's nothing in my brain. But
if she rattles her head, all you hear is a little.
there's no spirituality that happens. We're literally incapable of it. But
in that case, she
Well-
might appreciate some hair products.
okay,
She's
yeah,
been
that's fine.
outside the village, outside of any possible Amenities is a big word. She probably would appreciate something to spruce up her hair a little bit.
But wait, hold on a second. This doesn't make sense. Feywin, if there was something tagging along, wouldn't that be something that you'd be able to sense? Like, you're so strong.
I would like to think I would be able to tell if something was attached to us.
Have you sensed anything strange?
Nothing unusual, no.
Okay. That's so it has
Can I-
to
just
be
for
a
the-
really powerful spirit. Like, it has, like, what if it's the actual demon itself
I
that's
don't-
just stalking us? Or a
Then I
minion
don't
of
think
it?
I think we would have died already.
Well, maybe not. Maybe it's like causing terror. Maybe it's what caused the darkspawn to run towards us and infected Dara.
I
Like,
don't.
what
I
if-
think Dark's. Okay.
What if it
Robin?
attracted the archetype?
Robin.
Like, what's, like, you can't just.
Robin. Deep breaths. I understand. You're worried, but let's not jump to conclusions. Once we talk to the augur, then we can think about.
I'm gonna stab it if I see it.
I'm sure you will.
We talk about the spirit, not the augur, right? That you're
Yeah,
gonna
no,
stab.
the
Okay, I got concerned like real fast.
No, the augur, not the augur, the spirit. But let's not jump to conclusions. It's not going to help us in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, but we should
Let's-
also not jump to the conclusions that it's benevolent either. Like, we should be prepared,
No,
is what I'm saying.
You are
Like,
definitely right. You're definitely
hey,
right.
listen to me right now. If you are listening right now, spirit, demon, I will stab you. Do not watch me.
Freddie. 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 Faywin, sorry. I'm too amused. My brain merged the two. You will hear it very quiet in your head. I really don't want her to stab me. Oh.
I'm going to take a walk.
Okay.
I don't.
I think we should talk to the augur, though.
If these things are attached to us, I don't know how safe it is for any of us to be alone right now.
It's okay. Faywin and I worked out a safe word, a watchword, just in case.
Yes, but if he walks up like all the way across the hold, I was gonna say village, we're not going to hear him. I'm sorry, I'm just being.
Well, if he
I'm sure.
screams it and other people tell us, then we know. So it's okay. Just stay within
Okay.
earshot, Faywin, just in case I need to hear you with the watchword.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
And I'll
Yeah,
just
thank you.
back out of the tent.
As you back out of the tent and back into the central part of this hold, it's not particularly large. So you're back in the center again. Where would you like to go, Faywin?
Well, Phelan is going to make sure he has everything on him that is important.
Yes.
And you know what? He's going to go find someone who can give him some rations.
Okay. There's definitely a building that you can see has small tables outside of it that have bundles of food and some other bits and pieces. It seems that this is for want of a better term, the general goods store of sorts. It seems that they don't really have shops and taverns and that sort of commerce because they're very much a self-sustaining community here, but this is where you would go to get things because they do have people that travel out with the hold. So you spot that. You're able to pick up some rations if you want.
and he's going to try to find somewhere where he won't cause attention to himself if he starts to speak to himself.
Okay. You can. There seems to be two ways for you to go. You can either go back the way you guys came when you entered here, which would be leaving the area, it seems. And there's also, it looks like a small little pathway that kind of curves around the side of the ridge here, because you guys are very much nestled up in a little hanging valley in the mountains. So.
Did we take horses all the way up here, or
No, the
we didn't?
horses are down. Yeah.
We
Okay.
sold them, right? In Redcliffe.
I don't know. I can't remember if you sold
We
them.
left them in Redcliffe, if I remember
You left
correctly.
them in Redcliffe, yeah. So you can. Do you want to go to the little pathway that curves down the side of the mountains, or are you wanting to head the way that you would have come that you'd be leaving?
I'll take the little path.
Okay. All right. It leads to a nice little ledge. It seems like it continues to curve around, slightly out of view, but you can get to a little area that's a nice little ledge with an absolutely spectacular view. It looks down the mountain range itself, and it's a really beautifully clear day today. And you can see Lake Calenhad and impressions of where the settlements are around about the lake and the large imposing spire of the circle.
I knew that the mages here are strange and that they do things differently,
Yes.
but I don't know what they would do.
Do you want me to speak to the spirit here?
Oh, their guardian spirit.
I believe it's nice.
If you feel safe, but if they find out, then I'll just run. I think I can just go into the woods and.
I would help you know that. But I think your friends would help you too.
You think my friends would what?
Help you?
No. They're too frightened. They would kill me.
They do kind of want to stab me, so. Well.
It's common practice. Everyone knows it.
Well. What do you want to do about it?
Well, it's got to be you that she's sensing, doesn't it?
I think so.
If there was something else attached to us, I would know.
I would know as well.
Or maybe we should just leave now.
Maybe. Are you sure you don't want me to? They're just around that corner.
Speak to the spirit.
And the lady.
Yes, speak to them. As long as there's somewhere I can slip away if it turns bad.
I wouldn't recommend slipping away from up here. You might fall.
Well, that is an option.
Do you want to come with?
Is she alone?
Yes.
All right. I'll come with.
Okay. We can look after each other. Well, shall we?
Oh, right. Faywin remembers that in order to go, he has to actually ambulate, so he will go.
Yeah. Oh, I have legs, right. You do see that this path does continue curling around the side of this mountain, should you wish to.
Is that toward my goal?
Yes, it goes toward the ogre.
Okay, I will go in that direction.
Okay. You have to use delicate feet. This is a precarious path, it seems. You can't imagine this is very safe in the wintertime, but perhaps that's the intention. Thankfully, not only as an elf, but as someone who is quite used to the necessity of light feet creeping around in a circle tower, you make your way around and you can see a circular wooden hut. It seems that there is an open hole in the center of it, and you can see smoke rising up out of it, and there is a blue glow on the inside.
I'll walk very carefully up to it. There's no guards or anything?
No.
Okay.
You can head straight up to the door, should you wish.
It's like a solid door?
Yep.
All right.
Closed at the moment.
Yeah, I'll go up to the door and I'll knock.
Eventually you see opening the door she's still taller than you, but she appears slight compared to the other Avar that you have encountered so far. Certainly compared to Arlen and the beefy thing that they have. You see a woman with white hair, and she has a couple scars on her face and black paint across her eyes. She's wearing the hides and furs that you've seen the others wearing, perhaps with a few more adornments than the rest. And she looks at you pensively, but patient, and gives a little confused frown as to your appearance.
Hello, madam.
Hello. I was not expecting a visitor such as yourself.
I wasn't expecting to visit you like this. I hope it's all right. Can I speak to you a moment?
Absolutely. She will step back and allow you entry. You can see there is pieces of furniture here. The trappings. This is clearly where she stays. And in the center there is a fire pit that clearly has various bits of herbs that are clearly in later stages of burning, and wood, and you're not entirely sure what is causing it, but there is a blue glow to the flame rather than the usual yellowy orange that we're used to. But she will indicate to a seat at a small table. Might I know your name?
Faywin, I came here with Arlen.
Yes, Arlen. Well, and she will sit down beside you if you take the seat.
I will.
I am Erised Veilbride. It is good to meet you.
Yes, and you. And you'll have to forgive me, I don't know anything about the ways of people up here.
You are forgiven. Very few do. When they are the lenders.
Is your role here similar to a keeper?
The keeper. I've heard the word before. Are they the spiritual leaders of your kind?
Well, they're usually the elder of a small group, and almost always the group's only mage.
Well, I would not call myself Hol's elder, but I am one of the only mages here. We have a couple that are young, still in training.
I see.
But our communities are small, so do not tend to have a high percentage of, I'm guessing, our kind. Is that correct to assume?
Yes. I mean, from your land, you can see one of the circles.
Yes,
I assume you're familiar with them.
Yes, I am.
I came from one of them.
You have
And-
my
and-
sincere
and-
apologies then.
Well, you know that they do things very differently there.
They do.
And my friends tell me that you sensed something, or your spirit companion sensed something with us. Could you tell me more about that?
Yes, I can. My spirit companion I've been with since I was a child. They train you up and you learn how to control and channel your magics and the gifts that they bestow upon you and the cautions. It takes determination to successfully learn that without the mishaps that can happen to a mage.
Yes.
But I was successful and I separated from them, but they chose to stay. And they have been my companion still. Without the attachments, I suppose, that makes it dangerous. But it was they who sensed another of their kind here.
Is it the spirit that's attached to me?
Yes, I suspect it is.
I have never told anyone about it.
I see. Do you also learn from them?
I'm given guidance from it. And I'm sorry, I have not spoken to anyone about this. It's very strange.
Right. It's not something that is easy to explain to people who have not experienced it. But as I have, you can share your experiences.
I would have been killed on sight if I told anyone at the circle, and
Of course.
and probably most of the other places I've been to.
Lowlanders are not very understanding. They do not realize that there are differences between those who live beyond the veil, just as many as there are with those of us who live on this side.
I think that if my companions knew about it, they would want to kill me.
I can't suspect that Arlenwood, he understands our ways, and I would not want to put words into his mouth, mind you, but he understands the necessity and the benefits a mage can gain from such things. Our kind are not very narrow-minded as they are.
I would not have survived to be here if it weren't for mine. So I cannot divorce myself from it.
I see. So is it a choice that you have remained attached?
Yes. I've never even once felt in danger from it, or felt that I might lose myself to it. I think that some of who I am, I think that some of who I am has been reflected in it. I think that it has magnified some of my qualities.
They can do that. They can guide us, and they can give us wisdom or show compassion. They are simpler, I find, than those of us who live here. Usually they only embrace one facet of all that we can be. I wonder, do you know what kind yours is?
I can hazard a guess. When I left, when everything was falling apart, there was a riot.
Mm.
And I was so frightened, and I stayed in my room for a long time. But there was the tiniest spark of courage and hope inside me, and having this spirit was like blowing on the spark and allowing it to catch. And from that, I think that both of us are warmed. I've never tried to describe this before.
You've done an excellent job. I understand that feeling.
Do you think I'm in danger?
No. Just as I do not believe I am in danger. And I know that my companion does not sense any threat from you and yours. They they live in the same places that our gods do, is what we believe. I think your kind do as well. I could be wrong, I have not met many of your kind, but from what little I know. But they are powerful, and they have always helped guide us. Our very first, the founder of our people, was, as I am, still bonded emotionally to a spirit. I suspect it is what started our practice of allowing ourselves to be educated by them, I suppose. But I know you may fear that some people will cast you down for how you are, and this being that you exist with, but you would never have to fear that with our kind.
Perhaps if I told Arlen, he could tell the others not to worry.
Perhaps he could. He's a great man, greater than he thinks. Greater than he realizes yet.
You're sure he'll understand, and he won't be frightened?
I'm sure. I see it as a positive path forward for him. And I'm certain he will help.
I don't want to fight them.
Then don't.
And I don't want them to be afraid of me.
Then show them. Show them that they do not need to be afraid. If they are your true friends, then they will stay with you.
Right.
I can tell that that this troubles you. But I can sense that you take great comfort from your friend. And I believe they are getting on quite well with mine right now.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
I can ask that they travel with you. They'll give you strength. They protect our people. They protect those that are given comfort and hospitality within our borders as well. And you have that right now. So they will watch over you in this, if that is to bring you comfort.
Is this the kind of counsel that you give to your people here?
I do.
You're very
It's-
good at it.
It takes practice. All things do. All things do. But the key is to not be the person that makes a change in someone else, but help them make that change themselves. Show them that they can do it themselves.
Right. All right. I'll speak with Arlen.
I will send them with you. Not many get to know their name. There are reasons for that, of course. But as you are one who exists half in and half out of that world, as I do, you may know them as Rania.
Rania. Thank you. If there is anyone in your family here who need healing, please let me know. I would like to repay what you've done for me.
I will make sure people know if they need it.
All right. Yes, I will go and speak to him. And he'll like back out of the house.
So just Feywind just like never turn his back on
can't go-
anyone.
yeah.
He just like shuffles on back.
Too risky.
He can't go
Yeah, he has to have
the
his
normal
back
way
to
out
the
of a
wall.
door. Yeah. It's like Zoolander not being able to turn left. You can't leave a door normally. You have to go out backwards.
Shuffle back.
But you are free to leave. And head back to the others if that is what you choose.
OBS is just having a little hiccup. We're down 1 second.
Yep.
Yeah.
We can pause till it's good.
Yeah. Internet hiccup. It was doing this yesterday too. Wow, down to 0. Oh, froze for me. My internet's unstable. You don't fucking say. All right, come on. We're still at 0. Yeah, it's taking its time. Oh, what's up with that? Is it my internet itself? Well, yesterday I had people in my roof, so that's why.
What the fuck is up with that?
What the
I'll be right
fuck's up
back.
with that? Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna just put it to splash real quick, so...
I don't know
It looks like we're good to go back. I think we're back. Yeah, it looks like the kilobytes per second are working again. Sorry, y'all. Internet hiccup. I know there's a lot of rain today, which, oh no, Vancouver, what's that about? But apparently there was exponential amounts of raindrops on the Weather Channel today or something for the graphic. Nope, now it's going back down. We can't
Still
have nice
choppy for
things.
me,
Why
yeah.
can't we have nice things today? I don't... Why can't I have nice things today? Okay, looks like it's back. Alright, cool. And Freddie stepped away for a second, but yeah, fine. My ping's fine.
your audio's still a bit burpy on our
Mhm.
end. Well,
Is
my
it?
end.
Yeah, it keeps going
my
back and
end,
forth.
too.
And now I'm at 0. I'm gonna go back to splash. Okay, it looks like we are back and running, y'all. Sorry about that. My internet had a little burp and I had to switch signals. It looks like we're back and running again. Sorry. Refresh the page if you have not yet to get the stream going. But all should be well. And I have to pee.
Okay, so we had Faywin having his emotional emotions moment and speaking with the ogre. Hoping to head back to the group and perhaps have a word. While that was occurring, the group that are at the tent, I know, that you're hoping to do one of your scenes, correct? So
Correct.
what are you doing after Faywin leaves? What are you up to?
I'm gonna tell the group it'll be safe around here. The spirit will protect us, will guide us. I think I know where he might be going. I feel like his path may be guided towards someone. In the meantime, however, I believe it is time for me to go and face my father.
I was just gonna give him a smile and give him a hug.
I don't get that often. I'm gonna squeeze real tight. And I'm gonna bring everyone for a hug. Just gonna start grabbing people. Everyone's gonna get kisses on the forehead. All right, everybody's getting one. All right.
Okay, that's a lot of affection.
Sorry, I was.
No, it's okay. If you ever need us to come and punch someone in the, I was gonna say chin, but that's more of like Robin's thing. I'm good at stabbing people if you need it. Yeah.
Oh, I'll keep that under advisement.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring Sinead to a very warm hug.
Yeah,
kiss her very nicely.
Hug you back. Yeah. Aww. Give like your chest and stomach a little supportive rub.
Just what I needed. All right. I'm gonna get up, dust off my pants. I'll see you guys later. Maybe we can grab a bite to eat or two.
Bye.
I'm gonna walk with a stride toward my father's abode.
Yeah. I think Bella and Robin and Sharo and Sinead are probably just hotboxing the tent. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
Just vibing. So Arlen, you know the path to take?
Yes.
To lead you back home. It hasn't really changed much. There used to be some small plants that would just get tended to that were in little areas just outside the house, and it looks like there's an attempt made at keeping it up, but they're not doing so well. It's a lot of weeds and yeah.
Not really well.
House just looks quiet. No.
Is it actually quiet? Do I hear anything? Any kind of voices?
Very quiet.
Okay.
Low light as well inside.
I'm going to take my axe out and hit it onto a stump. Then go get inside.
Okay. Yeah, you. I like that this could be a very different scene with just the subtitles of "I take my axe out." Okay, so you open the door. There's a creak sound as you open it that it's one of those sensory things that can immediately give you memories. Sometimes it's a smell, sometimes it's a sound, sometimes it's a taste. Things that suddenly awaken long forgotten memories. And the creak of this door is one of those for you. It was one of those things that, there was always that, need to do something about that. And nothing ever did get done.
I'm gonna freeze
But-
for a second,
Yeah.
compose myself, and step in.
Mhm. Of course, one of the last times you heard the creak of that door was just before you had to leave. You head inside, and there is a fire going. It's small. It seems like perhaps just enough to keep the home warm, but it's dying down. It's getting close to just being embers at this stage. And you can see the furniture is very like when you left. There's the same table and chairs. There's the same area that leads to the bedrooms. It was never a big home. None of them are up here. And things just seem a bit empty, less lived in than the last time you were here, perhaps. And you can see on the sofa a familiar figure of your father. He's as tall as you were. And he was always a very hairy gentleman, shall we say. There's perhaps more grey in it than you were used to, and the skin is more sallow, perhaps. He looks very tired. He looks not like he's just aged the 10 years, I believe, that you've been gone. Looks like he's aged a lot more than that. Which you may suspect is the illness you have been told about. But sitting before you is Aiden's stone axe, your father, and it takes him a minute. He looks up, confused perhaps at the door opening at this time. It's maybe that he was not expecting visitors. But whatever was going through his mind seems to just wipe clean, and there's just this long look of shock, and like there is perhaps 18 different emotions going through him all at once, and yet no thoughts going on either.
There's
It's hard to
nothing
describe.
Sorry.
I will show you the picture of your father. There's more grey than this picture might allude to, but big hairy guy. And it takes him a moment, and he eventually croaks out on a voice that's perhaps not being used yet today. Arlen, is that really you?
Evening, Father.
What are you?
I have heard from my aunt, whose name I just forgot. Goddamn, I'm sorry.
It's alright. Where is she? Oh, that's because I have a separate folder just for the Glitter Factory.
Okay.
Mira is her name.
Okay. I've heard from Mira that you were not in a good shape.
She always was prone to worrying. kind of looks around himself almost helplessly at the sofa that he's on, and there's like a chair or two next to him. And he leans over to start trying to take things off the chair. Sorry, the place is a bit of a mess. Come, sit.
I'm going to feel like I'm gonna snap out of trying to. I wanted to say something mean to him, but I snap out of it, and I'm going to sit down.
Mm-hmm. Why are you here? Just I didn't think I would see you again.
I'm here for 2 reasons. Firstly, you are still my father, and I still care and worry about you. And for the second reason, part of the reason why I left, I decided to come back and ask some questions to you, and I'm sure that I wasn't sure if you could answer.
That's fair. I will answer what I can. I've had a long time to do a lot of thinking.
I'm going to go straight to the point. Why would a lowlander pay an assassin to have you killed?
I see you've managed to find something out, at least.
Why would you hide that from me in the first place? So, what I found is true.
Yes. And we didn't want you worrying or involved or it was not handled well.
Not handled well? You sent me away, and years after, I couldn't take it anymore, and I had to exile myself to find a reason why this happened, because I blamed myself. I believe at least part of the people at the keep may blame myself for what happened too. And you chasing me out of the house to go live with family made them think that I was indeed responsible. You never cleared the air, and you never fessed up to it's not his fault. What dark secret do you keep to yourself for about half my life?
It's not. I regret. I regret how it was. I regret everything about it. My grief made me say and do things that were unjust. And I needed to take out my anger and my loss, and I should never have done that to you.
Of course not. I was just a wee boy when this happened. No taller than 5 feet.
Oh no. It's I am ashamed of what I said and what I did, and I think a part of me believes that not being here with me would have been better for you. I was not a good father, and you deserved better. It was not a dark secret, but it is one that I do believe. I believe that everything that happened and what happened with you, the situation I find myself in now, well, I believe I've been cursed by Koth the Mountain Father for being such a shit one myself. And it's justified.
But why would that call for someone to try and have you murdered? You have not answered that question.
I know, it's. It was. Your mother didn't. It was a silly thing, but these lowlanders are. They can be petty and fixated on things that they shouldn't be. I will tell you the story. I'm sure you will judge for yourself the foolishness and the senselessness of what happened afterwards. I was visiting a lowlander town for trade. I used to help. It was quite exciting to see things that were not just the hold. And I bought a nice necklace while I was there for your mother. It was something unusual and beautiful, and it reminded me of her. So I brought it home and I gifted it to her. It took a little while to get back home, but she loved it. Little did I know that the person selling it had in fact stolen that necklace. So it was not theirs to sell. And it seems that the person that it was stolen from was someone that believes themselves of importance to them that live in cities, I suppose. Anyway, they managed to track down the thief and then track down who it was sold to and track down the route that I'd gone, the trade that we'd done, and the villages that eventually led back up to the Frostfangs, and realized where it was. And the thing is, if they'd been the kind of person with decency, if I'd known the truth about it, I would have given it back. No necklace is worth what happened, but apparently it's a very special necklace. Magical, even. Your mother always did say that there was something about it. She felt luckier, I suppose, with it on. So they sent someone to come and get it back and send a very powerful message with what happens to people that steal from them.
Who's this them?
I don't know.
So they sent out someone to carry out a message, but the message is useless as we don't know.
It was
Who's
not
them?
necessarily a message to us, but to the thief, I suppose.
I think at this point we would assume that the thief is dead, so
I don't know if the thief is dead.
this could have been resolved by simply asking, being polite.
Yes. It could have, but not everybody deals that way.
So you truly have no idea where this necklace came from, who the original owner is.
No. And
Insight check.
sure.
Not sure. Let's see.
Perception, empathy.
13.
There's layers of truth in what he's saying. He doesn't know the person, but there's perhaps things that are being held back.
In that case, if you don't know who the original owner was, who sold you that necklace?
It was it was a lowland human, not from Ferelden originally, from somewhere overseas. Spoke with an accent, but I'm not very familiar with them. But it was a person known as Stefan Binwick.
That's his name? What does that slime look like?
He had darker hair, had a neat cropped beard. You know the way that they like shape it into it's just like
I know.
assholes. He was from somewhere further north. I don't know if it was I think it's It's called Starkhaven. But he had a lot of very interesting things to sell.
Like what?
Oh, all sorts, bottles of things, a fancy dagger. Like it was sometimes the Lowlanders, they have people that set up stalls just with all sorts of interesting things. Not a weaponsmith or a person that sells food or clothes. Just things that are perhaps difficult to acquire.
He was a treasure swindler.
I suspect so. I didn't think much of it at the time. But he had traded with some of our people before.
So he was somewhat trustworthy.
Trustworthy is maybe not the word, but a known face. Known face to those that trade in that sort of thing, I suppose. So, it just seems so stupid. I was to be what is essentially collateral damage in the message being sent.
I'll find them. I'll find them both. I'll end them both.
Then you're a better man than me. After losing your mother, I didn't feel like myself anymore, and like I say, I regret what I said to you. It was like I couldn't control.
In one night, not only did I lose my mother, but I also lost my father. I know.
Both of them are my fault, and I was not strong enough to protect either of you from what happened. And I sent you away partly out of misplaced anger, partly out of believing you would be better off away from me. And I think deep down, knowing that every time I saw you, you remind me so much of her.
Is there any mirror in this room?
Probably not.
Glass pane?
No.
Okay.
Would they have glass? No. No.
Okay.
Not nothing. No.
In that case,
There'll be things to break if you want to break something, though.
Shiny
That's
silver
what you're
bowl to
looking
see your
for.
reflection.
that's very much what I was going for. In that case, so I'll do something even better. Is I'll
There might be some metal. I mean, you've got. I mean, you'd see it in your axe as well.
my axe that I left outside,
Well, that's true.
but I do have a sword.
You do.
I'm gonna take the sword out and just try to see if I can see my reflection in the sword itself. I can't think of the last time I really looked at myself, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I do see mother. I do see mother in me. I also love to be able to see you in me. I think it might be time to at least open up that information to more than just me. It's not going to clear my name nor the reason why I am out in the world. Perhaps not with everybody, but at least the truth will be out there.
I do not think that. I do not think anybody blames you for what happened.
I blame me for what happened.
Oh, that's my fault. I believe at the moment I am somewhat paying the price for that. But I am sorry that I could not be the father that you needed. I'm sorry that I could not protect you. Or help you through the grief. I think I lost everything that once made me who I was that day. I know that I cannot expect forgiveness. But I am truly sorry for everything.
I'm gonna take a long moment and say, I accept your apology. But it's time to right that wrong. Whether or not you want to.
I would do anything it took to right that wrong.
you may start by tending to a better garden than what was left. I know it was our little area that she was doing. Bring it back to life, at least in her memory.
I wish that I could, but I am not fit for anything. I cannot work. I cannot. I can barely cook for myself now. I rely on the care of those that live here. When I try to do too much, it feels like there's hot rocks in my lungs. But I could perhaps tend to it one last time.
Is that like a known disease of sort?
Diseases are a little tricky to figure out. There are many that are known. There are people who are physicians here. I mean, obviously, Dragon Age is like a low magic setting compared to the likes of D&D. Healing is really quite simple. It's perhaps more herbal how a lot of treatments are dealt with, but in terms of what you would know, you could roll a cunning for me if you want.
I have nature lore.
Yeah.
10.
Okay. You've not really. It's not like there's a condition that you would know the name of that this could be. It is it is a condition you've perhaps heard of before in terms of the actual, people who struggle and their just their respiratory system is trashed basically. So the symptom of it and hearing somebody suffering this in later stages of their life, not later stages in age, as in close to the end, you'll have heard of it before perhaps.
Okay.
Not necessarily a name too though.
How terminal is it? From what I know.
Hard to judge. Fairly. It's definitely something. If it's impeding on his ability to even cook for himself, that's quite a serious condition. So it's hard to judge, given that you don't have any training or background in this yourself. It's a difficult thing to judge the length of a condition like that.
Okay.
But he's not looking well.
I would really appreciate if you'd be able to tend to it one last time. That may be symbolic, but at least it's the right thing to do.
I will do this thing as you've requested. I'm not owed any. I'm not owed any mercies.
Nonsense.
But I consider it a kindness from the gods that you are here and that I got to see you.
Would you like to hear about what I've been about, what I've been to, where I've been to, what I've been doing?
I would be honored.
In that case, I'm gonna get up, put a few logs in the fire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to the kitchen, see if I can
Mhm.
get anything to drink, preferably water, because not sure if alcohol would be a good idea for him right now.
You can see that at some point today, it seems someone kind of brought in a little sort of wooden bucket of water for him to kind of fetch from when he needed a drink. So you can get some water from there.
Yeah,
There isn't exactly taps with running water here.
Really?
Yeah.
So I go to the fridge. Any ice?
I want some crushed ice specifically, please.
Sparkling water. But with for reals, any food that's been prepared for him.
There is some food that's kind of sitting there. It looks like someone made something that was suitable to just kind of sit out for the day and still be good, basically.
Okay, I'm gonna bring water to him. Bring food. Sit down onto a table. Bring a 2-pronged fork and a dull knife. Because I don't think there's anything else. And I will regale him in the tales of what has happened in the past 15 years, 20 years. I forget exactly how long ago.
Okay. So you tell
And
stories.
even if it lasts till the wee hours of the day, I will stay with him.
Yeah, you are able to tell your stories. He will laugh where it's appropriate and praise you for the heroic things. Seems completely dumbfounded at the most recent antics of, killing a dragon. And perhaps an old god and going in the fade.
I've been up to a lot since I last left that, let me tell you.
Yeah, so there's a lot of very exciting things. He sounds just astounded by it all. There's a point that he grows quiet and sits quietly in his pride and may actually shed a tear or two just at everything that he has missed.
I want manly tear.
Yeah.
I'm all for
Hides
that.
in his beard.
That's why the beard is there to hide the tears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just mops it up,
And then the beard grows faster with tears.
So yeah.
It helps
silky
you
water.
keep up the beard.
Yeah. Keeps it shiny. But yes, you will enjoy those stories.
And whenever it is the end, and it's probably going to be very late, I'm going to see if he needs help going up to his bed. I know it's not like he's. How old is he? Is he like in his 70s? You'd say. I'm not sure.
I mean, I don't. It's your dad, Madid.
Yeah, how old are you?
Tell
How
me.
old are you,
How old are
Arlen?
you?
I'm in my early 30s.
Okay.
Okay. So he's probably like 50, 60, maybe 60.
Okay, but he's afflicted by the death, so.
This is he's definitely not well. He will accept your help in standing up, but will insist that he'll take himself to bed.
Exactly as I was figured.
Yeah. And if you'll allow it, he will give you a hug.
I will return the hug. Squeeze him just a little bit. I don't want to break his ribs. And then we can't breathe too well, so I don't want to just squeeze the air out of him.
Yeah. And while he's holding you, he'll just kind of like hold the back of your head, in that good like dad way. You are every bit the man I always dreamed you'd become.
Emma, I hate you.
Emotional damage.
I will shed the tears too and just hold the hug.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Right up
remember
in
that
his hair.
challenge you gave me at
Exact.
the end of last season. Okay. And he'll just hold you for a little bit. And
And then I'll do
that.
the shoulder thing and
Yeah. And he'll head off to bed before he gets any more emotional.
I'll get out, make sure the door's locked.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab my axe.
Yeah.
It wasn't there. Really good.
Uh-huh.
And I will walk back toward the friends.
Okay. So.
Wow, Arlen's been gone a really long time, and so is Faywin. Bella, like, I'm almost. Oh God, I'm gonna need to find more royal
You need to
effort.
chill the fuck out. That's what you need to do.
What? Oh, were we all okay? Bye, and I'm just gonna sit outside by myself.
No, I'm talking about worrying.
Worrying? I'm not worrying. I'm dealing with my stress with my drugs.
Okay, thank God, because I really need them too.
Yeah, like, what do you think we've been doing for these past 3 hours? Like,
Oh,
not
no, definitely hot boxes in tent.
Like,
I thought we were like all the way back in the beginning. And we're going back to the middle of it. It's like, no, yeah.
but now that the stuff is, I can't help but worry. Like, I don't want us to be like, if there's a spirit hanging around, like, that means Faywin's in danger.
I know,
The
that's
most.
what I thought
And I'm
too.
super worried for our friend. Like, we just had like emotional bonding, and if something happens to him, I almost lost like my longest lasting relationship. I can't lose my third best friend.
I'm glad you said third.
Well, you're my first best friend.
That's
Dara's
what I
my
was
second best
expecting.
friend.
Yeah,
also
yeah.
relationship, and then Faywin, and then Arlen. Well, I mean, Arlen and Faywin are like kind
Kinda
of
like on the
equal
same
and like
level,
best friends.
yeah.
The only difference is that like one
You
of
slept
them
with
has been
Arlen.
inside of me and the other hasn't. So like
one of them has been inside you emotionally and the other physically.
Yeah, so it's just a little, I'm just worried. I don't want him to be possessed.
I know.
Yeah.
And we're not going to let him get possessed.
No, because I will stab it. You hear me? I'll stab you if you possess my friend.
Well, there's also a possibility that it may not be bad. I mean, from what Arlen was talking about, the augur here has a spirit companion.
Right.
Or something.
Right. I have a feeling like just being around the Avar, and this is just me. This is just me. I could be talking out my ass, but I've been around the Avar before, and been around the Mages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I trade, like, not this particular village, but I've gone to, Strongbear Hold and all of that. But I'm just saying is that it's I feel like I'm not worried. I'm worried because of what happened to us in the Fade. Because one, we chose people to die so that we could leave, and that has repercussions.
That is true.
And we still haven't done the favor, and if we don't do the favor, I am afraid of those repercussions, and I just got this feeling that that spirit might be those repercussions.
Well, first of all, I think choosing that person to die, at least in my case, was their repercussion. First of all. Second of all, Karma's a bitch.
Oh,
Third
you
of
actually
all,
picked somebody.
yeah.
I didn't.
Oops.
I didn't pick anyone. I there's no one that I wanted. You honestly think I can barely deal with the fact that a stranger died because of me. Could you imagine if it was someone that I knew?
You
But
don't
if
have
you
a lot of
hated the
enemies,
person,
do you?
you
Oh no,
probably.
yeah, I
The
hated
thing
I
is
hated
you
their
probably
guts.
would have
They were a
stabbed them
horrible person.
eventually. Like you
I
probably
would, yeah. I would have made my way back
yeah.
to Antiva, and I would have stabbed them.
Yeah, you would have stabbed them
repeatedly.
eventually. Like that, I'm not worried. So you were
really,
just having like this was just for someone did some dirty work for you. Essentially, that's fair.
yeah.
But
I think the message thing. I don't know how urgent that was, and I feel I could be wrong. It may be the elf fruit talking, but I feel that if we were in danger, we would have known a lot sooner if it was this demon guy that we talked to. I don't think he's the subtle type of guy, you know? Like, he wouldn't have waited for someone to sense that they were there.
unless he knows that
Maybe
it would like mentally torture us.
Possibly. But I feel like he would have been like, do my favor, or I will bring you back to the Fade or something.
All I'm saying is, if I see it again,
you stab it.
I'm gonna stab it. I'm gonna stab
You
that
stab
demon.
it. Kick
I'm
it
gonna
in the
stab.
chins.
I'm gonna
Punch.
kick it in the shins and punch it in its demon deck.
Crush
We're
punch.
not.
I would like to think that this is the point that Faywin comes back to the tent and finds not only is Arlen not there, but they're talking about stabbing and kicking the demon in the butt.
I'm like, I'm gonna punch it in its demon dick.
Yeah.
And here comes
Punch
Faywin.
it in its demon. Show that guy.
Hey,
Yes,
Faywin, if you get possessed,
Faywin.
we're punching the demon in the dick.
Oh my god! How can you breathe in here? We should open.
No,
the
you
hot
breathe
box
in.
in
That's
the
what
tent.
you do. That's the point. Is you breathe this in.
Yeah, like we're
Come on,
hotboxing.
sit down
Look
with
at
us.
Sharo,
It's
and
fine.
Sharo's having a great fucking time. He's just vibing.
He's just over
vibing
there
in the
vibing.
corner.
Yeah.
Where's
He's
Arlen?
snacking.
I can't see anything. My eyes are tearing up.
Just keep
Oh,
them
come
closed.
on.
You think my
Just
eyes
keep
are
them
open
closed.
right now? Just keep them closed. You don't
Yeah.
need to see.
just
Where
need
did
to
Arlen
breathe.
go?
He's talking with his father.
He's been gone a while.
He's been gone.
Oh.
I don't think he'll be back anytime soon.
Well, I have to go.
Where are you
Wait.
going?
Faylin, come back.
You turn around and cinematically.
I'm gonna grab
But I
Faylin.
think
Come back out
cinematically
by the
though,
wind.
I'd like to think that you guys listen, you guys are high as fuck on the floor. There ain't no getting up quickly.
No, I'm
Let
just
me-
grabbing his
let me-
legs. I'm not moving up. I'm not standing
Let
up.
me describe the scene, my dudes. I'd like to think that I need to go, you're gonna turn around and Faywin is just gonna into the chest of Arlen.
Yeah.
Like a fucking brick wall.
He falls back.
Hey, Faywin, I see that you're back. I mean,
Hello. Arlen, can I speak to you?
yeah, absolutely. Want to get inside?
I mean, can I speak to you in private?
Oh my! Did you kill someone?
No.
I
Okay.
killed 13.
I mean, not
I'm kidding,
today.
I feel like it's true that if you killed someone, you wouldn't want us to help you with it.
Yeah, we would totally bury the body if you killed
I've
somebody.
killed some
We've killed so
someone
many
else
people.
for less.
Yeah. Like we have killed like they've all deserved it. Like I've never killed anyone that didn't deserve it except maybe the person that the demon took. But I mean that's I'm gonna shelve that for a second. But we would because you are the third best friend, we would bury a body for you or throw it in the river or
30,
barbecue it
Burn
or
them. You feed them to pigs.
Yeah, we would feed them to pigs, but you have
Yeah.
to remember to collect the teeth afterwards because the teeth don't digest, and you can identify people by their dental records.
No, they can't.
Yeah.
Not in this game.
What are you? What?
Yeah,
Well,
dental
I-
records.
She's so high,
I
she's
will-
breaking the fourth wall.
I will take note. I will take note that if I need a body stashed, that I'll come right to you.
This is why I have no issues eating pigs because they'd eat the fuck out of me.
Did you know pigs can't look up, so they've never seen the night sky?
What?
She's
Pigs
gonna
can't
get
see. Pigs can't look up.
No, she's just gonna start getting emotional.
Pigs can't.
They've never
What do you mean pigs
stars.
can't look up, Bella? Pigs can't see
can't
the
look up.
stars or the moon or the sun or
No.
the birds or the
No,
canopy.
they can only
Or when
see eye level.
Next time we see a pig, we have to like tilt it up so that it can see things, okay?
I'd like to think on that note, the boys just kind of
Yeah.
like
How long have they been smoking?
all day.
See in
Since
the
y'all
tent.
left.
Like-
It's bored.
yeah.
Like his child pigs can't see the stars.
Like we're gonna start
He's already
crying.
he's like asleep at the moment. Yeah. You speak to him and you look over, and it looks like he's just like laid back, chilling, vibing, hand in a bowl of snacks, but it appears he has fallen asleep like that.
With his hand in the
Angel
snacks.
just fell asleep
Yeah,
on
with his
him.
hand in the snacks. Yeah.
Oh, this is adorable.
Yeah.
I guess I'll get if they win.
Go have
We'll
your
have a stroll.
secret talks. Bye.
How was your visit?
It ended well. I was actually coming in to tell the good news.
Oh,
Of sort.
so you didn't have to kill him.
No, I made sure to leave my axe outside.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm sure I'll find out later when you tell us all together.
Yes. How was your little stroll?
Well, I have to tell you something. It's going to be very difficult for me.
Do you need to sit down somewhere? You can probably find a bench,
No,
a few logs.
no, I feel better if I can pace. So,
Okay, let's walk.
Well, first of all, there's nothing to worry about with the extra presence that was felt.
Robin stabbed it. It's gone.
No, it's still here, but I've been led to believe that your people, well, when you do have mages, they will sometimes form alliances with spirits, and that's not unusual or something that's considered inherently dangerous.
No, of course not. They have a way to deal with that. They're quite capable.
Right. If something like that happened in the circle, or even not in the circle, then just to be safe, it would mean immediate death.
Yeah, we can't have that.
No. So this is why I have not told you before now that I have one.
I beg your pardon?
I have one. I have a spirit.
Is it Garrow from the Fade?
No. It's one that's been with me since I left the circle.
Oh my. This entire time?
Yes.
Okay. It's not causing you trouble? It's not driving you insane? I'll be frank with you. I don't know the actual symptoms of having a spirit, what it does. I'm sort of there's anything I need to know as far as how we, the Havar, deal with people who have spirits or demons inside, I would love to get briefed at some point.
Yes, well, I've been through the harrowing, which is the circle's way of making sure that a mage is strong enough not to become possessed. But this sort of thing isn't allowed. So in some way, in that way at least, the long and short of it is that I feel safe. I'm confident I can remain safe. In fact, your augur said that, in her opinion, I'm safe. But this is untread ground for me. It's not something that my people do. So I'm afraid. Well, I have been afraid until today to say anything because I was afraid that you would want to kill me.
I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder, give it a good squeeze. If the augur said that you are fine, that you are strong enough to either resist, control, or live in harmony with the spirit, I will personally stab whoever decides that that's not true.
I will say there was a time, because having this spirit has saved my life. There was a time I would have done whatever it wanted. If it wanted to possess me, I would have agreed. Because I was so desperate and I had no allies and no help. But it didn't. And I am stronger now. I know where I end and it begins. And because it didn't take advantage of me when I was in that state, I trusted not to try.
Okay, just know that if you want to tell the others, I'm completely certain that they would support you. And you are here in this hold in a safe space. We understand we, at least our augur, understands how spirit works. And I'm pretty sure she'd be very happy to assist you in any way. Whether
Well,
it is to
apparently her spirit and mine are friends now.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't think that such a thing was, well, it never occurred to me, but I don't know, I think it's kind of cute.
Yeah, double dates will be complicated though.
As far as I know, it has turned away when I want a private moment.
So it has never seen Robin having sex?
I haven't seen Robin having sex.
No, not you, your spirit. Your friend. Because I'm pretty sure that was something that she'd be very worried about.
I'm going to shift over and speak to my spirit for a moment.
Dude, you pervin.
Can you see things that I can't see? I mean, well, you know what I mean. Is that even possible?
You're muted, Emma.
Sometimes, I can see a lot of things in the fade that you can't see.
I mean, if my companions were in a different room from me, would you be able to see them if you wanted?
If you asked me to, yes.
All right. No, she can only see what I can see.
Oh, perfect. Okay, that
Put
should
that
put
one
it.
in my pocket.
Legit, yeah.
All right, all right. Well, that's good news. That should put some worries to rest. I'm pretty sure everybody else would be accepting. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure this isn't something that would be said outside of this circle of
No,
friends. That's something I will never get out of of us.
no, and I suppose they should know so that they don't worry. But I need you to help me so that they are not too frightened.
I can definitely help. Would you? Do you need to walk more with me? We can definitely keep on talking, and I want to make sure that you
No,
are in a good space before we return. I don't want you to feel like they're going to look at you the wrong way. Not wrong, but we're going to look at you unfavorably.
well, I am still afraid of that. But thank you, Arlen. We can go back now if you'd like.
We are your friend. Friend sticks together through the roughest part and the better part. We're here for you.
Thank you.
Ready to get hotboxed?
I don't know how they can stand it in there.
Practice. Lots of practice.
The lung capacity on these girls.
The stamina.
Bella's just stubborn.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
Yeah, you guys can head back in.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'll say Bella stepped outside for a moment.
Yeah.
How's the weather? To be frank, is it like super cold that we need to be like in?
It's it is cool. It's definitely cold. It's not snowy up here right now. But it's definitely cold, but it's been a clear day. So temperature's down, but it's dry.
Okay, I make sure to keep Feywind close if he doesn't have a something warm. As we walk back to the tent.
Yeah, because you guys
Outside.
you have like the warm clothes that you bought for the place, not necessarily the same level of heat control that the Avar clothing can give. Although the Avar clothing is here to buy if you wish. But yeah, Bella, you kind of step outside for a minute just to get some fresh air.
It's like, oh fuck, I shouldn't let Andrew and Sparrow walk in there. Oh shit.
Oh my god, I forgot about them.
The dragon's fucking high as balls, my dude.
They're sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think they're all cuddled into like Sparrow.
Yeah, they're all sneezing and snacking together. Yeah, you head outside and you can see the boys approaching.
Hey.
Hello, Bella. I'm sorry. I've been away quite a bit dealing with things.
Fine. Dealing with fathers can be very intense, or so I've heard.
Yes.
I wouldn't know. Oh, dealing with fathers. I said I've heard it's very intense. I wouldn't know. My dad left me when we were kids, so
I'm sorry to
she's
hear
just
that.
high like board vomit. Yeah, it's fine.
Yes.
Hi, boys.
Anyway. So I think Faywin has something to talk about, and I'm here to assist with any
Okay.
questions that may arise.
Um,
Okay.
All right.
Do you need us to be more
Having
sober?
Whoa.
I'll just give you a second. She'll take Bella will take like a water skin and just pour some in her hand. Just okay. Okay. Thank you. She slapped her face a bit. It's fine.
Now it's sweet. It's mead.
Mm-hmm. Everything's okay?
Yes, everything is all right.
It just seemed a little weird earlier.
I was nervous. And I'm still like I'm like standing right next to Arlen's arm. not
So it
quite
just has like
behind
a little
him, but
frown.
yeah.
Like
so the presence that the augur told you about, it's attached to me, and it's always been attached to me. As long as you've known me, I've had it. And it's not dangerous. And if it were, I would tell you.
Okay.
that's what I have to do more with not being told before. With her, I think.
I was afraid you would try to kill me.
You see like her frown deepens and there's like hurt in Bella's eyes. Kill you?
Yes. In the circle, this kind of thing means immediate death. So I had not told anyone until today.
And understand the secrecy.
I hope you can understand. I didn't know Arlen's people practiced this. I didn't know anyone's people did.
Understand the secrecy. I understand that it's dangerous, but the fact that you thought we would kill you is hurtful.
Well, if I became an abomination or possessed, I would understand if you needed to. And for many people, having an attachment like this is is the same thing, or might as well be.
You think we're most people?
Well, no. No.
There. I can't pretend to know that I know much about spirits and the fate. I don't. I don't know shit about fuck about that. I only know what I've heard and what I've seen. I've seen people possessed. I've seen Shara have to kill his own sister because she was turned into an abomination. I would turn to you because I know you would know more than I would. And though I wouldn't know what this attachment is, I would have hoped you thought that I would at least try and understand.
Before today, if you had found out and asked me, is this safe? Are you in danger? I wouldn't be able to reassure you. I wouldn't have been able to. I would have no language to express that I felt safe. I don't think I would have sounded very trustworthy.
I trusted you regardless. And I can't speak for Robin, but I would argue that she did as well. If you had come to me and you say, I have this going on, and think, I don't know if it's dangerous or not, I wouldn't have just stabbed you. I would have helped you find someone who would help you understand and would help us know if this is dangerous or not. I knew you were a mage. I know you're a mage. And I trusted you. And this spirit, if you say that today, you can reassure me that there's no danger to you and you are in no danger of becoming an abomination. I trust that. Yeah, I don't know anything about this, so I'm putting my trust in you to tell me the truth. And like I say, I understand why. I understand your situation in the circle, but it still hurts that you think of us that way.
Faywin, you do know that even other mages are wildly untrusting, or would be wildly untrusting of the situation that you're in. It's a really quite rare and unique thing. Spirit healers are not common. You maybe don't even really realize that that's what you are. So it backs up where your assumption that even those who do understand the fade and spirits and all that still wouldn't trust it. So you know, just dropping that in there.
I regret deeply causing you hurt. I was too afraid.
I know we all have our secrets. Things that we rather not share with people. And I can't blame you for keeping yours, but I also can't stop being hurt over decisions that were made. It's kind of an impasse, I guess. I understand, and I can see where you're coming from. Yet the situation hurts a bit.
Well, if now or in the future I can make it up to you, please let me know how. Because I cherish your friendship.
I'm gonna go up to him, gonna hold his face gently, not like rush. Just place a kiss on his forehead. Despite the hurt that I know you did not intend, I trust you. I trust you in telling me what his dangers are not about this spirit companion. I will not kill you unless you become an abomination.
Thank you.
Give him a hug. Big sister hug. I think the tougher one's going to be Robin.
Yes.
Not fond of lying.
No, nor of the fate and spirits, and I can't imagine how shaken she feels.
I understand that. As best as I can.
Robin, where are you?
I sort of left and went and maybe to see the goat.
Mm-hmm. You can go visit the goat.
Just go hang out with the goat. There's no one else to hang out with since my friends are liars.
There's a lot of like grouping together in this.
Since my friend is a liar. And yeah, just maybe French is with me, but yeah, just kind of finishing off my pipe that I got going. Because I took the pipe with me. I did not leave it.
That's fair.
Like, it's mine. Yeah, that's where Robin's at. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you'll be sitting outside, and I can't imagine you'd have been allowed into
Yeah.
where the goat's staying, but yeah, you can go.
Goat's
and
gotta
hang out
eat.
in that. Mm-hmm. There's a couple people just kind of attending to it and closing things down in there for the evening. Seems pretty much everyone else is in the longhouse at the moment, or their own homes. So you can hang out there. That's fine. Arlen, what were you doing through all this? Just being supportive.
Yep. But at some point, I would want to take off and go find Robin. She's missing now, and I can't have that.
There's not many
I'm worried.
places to hide here, other than you could go in people's houses, but provided she didn't go in there, the main public space.
Yeah, I did not go in anyone's house.
No, I was also going to figure that she was going to go see the goat.
Yeah,
it's a cool goat.
It's a.
Of course,
cool
the
goat.
high person's gonna go see the goat.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
So I would leave Faywin and Bella,
Yeah.
and I would go and find Robin.
Okay.
At first, see if I can grab something to eat, something warm, like a turkey leg, you know, full on rent fare.
Whole ass turkey leg. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I would see if I can find her.
All right.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm
Yeah.
hard to find.
There's only
It was-
not a lot of dwarves around.
Not
yeah.
today.
And there's not a lot of public. It would just take seeing one of the. There's probably an older couple of people that are sitting out on the porch of their house, and if you were to ask in some sort of way where the dwarf went, they'll point you in their direction. They've just been sitting outside,
Okay.
watching the back and forth of your group.
I would come from behind and put a gentle hand on your shoulder.
Ah! Sorry.
And there goes the turkey leg.
Just like, you just can't sneak up on somebody from behind like that, Arlen. That is unsafe. You could have gotten, and I hold out my knife, stabbed in the dick, and I put it back.
Not my dick.
Well, what else am I gonna reach?
Knowing you could reach my face.
I have climbed you before, so probably yes. Sorry,
pick
I
up
know
the turkey leg.
It's yeah. What's up?
Anything? Yeah. What's going on with you?
I'm really high, and my third best friend just lied to me, just revealed that he was lying to me, despite plenty of opportunity to not do that, especially this heart-to-heart that we had when we came up with the watchwords. And you know what? I'm just not I'm not in a good mood. That's what's up. I'm in a shitty mood.
Okay. Do you mind if I hang out with you?
I do.
You don't have to. You do? Okay.
I really do. You shouldn't be around me right now.
Okay. Just know that we all still love you very much.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking great.
All right then.
Okay, like I did no doubt of your or Bella. I don't know, unless y'all are keeping some deep dark secrets about you, or that could affect all of us at some point. I don't know. I don't know. But just to get it out now so I can like save the madness for everyone. I have never kept. I'm just gonna sit here. You can leave now. Thanks. Bye.
I'm conflicted. I want to stay with it. Sometimes she does not want me there.
Is that turkey leg for me?
Yeah, it was, yes. I mean 5-second rule, right? But I'm not sure.
Oh no, not the dirt. I like take it and I take his flannel and I wipe the dirt off of the turkey leg. Thanks.
No problem.
I eat it.
You know where to find us.
Yeah,
And
I
you'll
think
be
I'm
safe
just
in
gonna
here.
build my own tent at this point.
Do you know why Faywin never told you?
Yeah, of course I know why. Like, I trade with the circle. I know why. It's the fact that, he thinks so lowly of us.
I think you've seen so many people
Lie to us, but we're not other people.
That's true, but that's
There's
not where I
been
was
plenty
going.
of opportunity. Plenty of opportunity.
You've seen too many people get killed.
I didn't want to talk about this. I
Okay.
dismissed you for a reason.
Okay.
Thanks.
And I'm gonna walk off.
Okay.
Eats my turkey leg. It's really good.
Tastes like dirt a little bit.
It's okay. I'm a dwarf. I like dirt.
I'm gonna step outside the wherever we are and just go let out a big sigh. and kick a bucket and keep on walking.
Yeah. Here is you gonna give them your good news.
It's alright. There'll be time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well you can head back to the tent. You see the other two are there.
Yeah.
Just set up like sleeping areas
Mm-hmm.
for everyone. Just woken up Cheryl. Gave
Cheryl's like, what's
Walk
going
up
on?
yeah, Cheryl doesn't know what the fuck's going on. It's like
Yeah.
you have
What? What?
goes and like cleans the food off his mouth.
Nice of you.
You just have more because your hand was in the snack ball.
Oh.
Cheetos fingers.
Yeah.
You know,
pretty
fingers.
much.
Yeah.
Much. Sorry.
Okay, here.
I didn't
You won't
mean
be able
fall
to move.
asleep.
Andrela's laying on you.
Oh. Okay. He just sort of like slumps and submits to the fact that he's stuck
Yeah.
there now.
Puts a little sleeping area for Faywin next to Bella and Cheryl. Like Cheryl likes because that's the keeper now.
Yeah.
Also, that's her brother. For Bella. Puts
Yeah.
a little sleeping area for Mountain Man for Arlen.
Mm-hmm.
It's like two sleeping bags put together. It's a little area for Robin, but she doesn't think she'll come.
Oh no, I relay the fact that she said that she wants to put up her own tent. She
I
is
figured.
yeah, she's
Just
Yeah.
give her some time.
I know. I tried to be to I tried and she didn't need me to try. It is upsetting, but I understand where she's coming from.
He needs time to process.
Yes. And I need a good night's sleep because tomorrow I'm going to go to my Thane Vergita and see what's next for me.
Everything go okay with your father?
Oh, yes, it went fine. We spoke at length. He apologized.
Good.
He
I
also
was gonna sneak in there and stab him in the balls.
Don't dismiss that idea just yet.
Okay.
We'll see what happens in the future.
Okay, I sleep with my dagger, so it's fine.
No, he was able to give me more information as to what happened. Someone did send out an assassin to kill him particularly. Not really to kill him per se, but to send a message. All that I can remember is the assassin herself, really.
What does she look
Um,
like?
Just scroll. She was blonde with a braid, scarred. Someone that I've seen combat. She had a very, very, very well made bow. The detail work on not bow, crossbow. The detail work on the crossbow itself was spectacular. It was two birds facing each other, like kissing each other. Reminded me of ravens, I think.
Be crows?
So what?
Could it be crows?
There's a difference?
Oh yeah.
Then maybe, perhaps. I don't know the difference. They're birds to me.
In this case, one is not exactly a bird.
I'm sorry?
There's Inantiva.
Mm-hmm.
There is an organization
Right.
that prides itself in being some of the best assassins in the world. They call themselves the Antivan Crows. This was an assassin, and there were crow-like motifs on her weapon. It's not hard to put one and one together.
Are they fairly expensive?
Oh yeah.
Do you know?
Literally, I
Do you know
have
who
no
hired the
idea.
assassin?
From what I know, it's like a commission-based thing.
The all I know on my side, it was a lowlander from Orlais. Orlais? Olay. Olay.
The
Is it Sarkhaven? This is
yeah,
player,
you're not
sorry.
sure who the person that the message was being sent to, like person who was meant to be receiving that message, so to speak, is from Starkhaven, which is in the Free Marches, which shares a border with Antiva.
I thought that way back when in the Fade, I had a vision that an Orlesian man
was the one who sent the message. Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So an Orlesian man sent this message.
Did the hiring. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know any names? I have a pretty good network of finding things out.
Ooh, the map
Even
change.
people in the crows.
No name. No name. Just was a woman. She was hired by a merchant to simply send a message.
Killing someone is a pretty strong message.
Yes, that's what I believe. It is possible that the thing that happened may have been simply because what my father acquired was magical in nature, and he did not know. And whomever that was stolen from, my father didn't steal it. My father purchased it from someone who stole it.
Okay. So what I'm getting at here is your father purchased magical item from a thief who stole it from an Orlesian man who hired an Antivan Crow to send a message about stealing from him, and by doing so killed your mother.
Correct.
Okay. She's like filing information in her brain.
So let me just get the red string. I'm gonna start
Yeah.
this.
No, listen, she has red hair, it's all in her head, it's fine.
Oh my god.
Do you have any information on either? You know that they're Elysian. Do you have any information on the thief? And you said you know what the woman looks like, kind of.
Kind of, yes. As far as the person who did the selling, yes, I have a little bit more information. My father was able to give me some sort of good description. Actually, he gave me a name. Give me a name.
That's good.
Yes. That's good?
Yes.
Okay.
Finding people via description alone area can be done, a little tricky. With a name, it's easier.
Okay. I have a name, yes.
Okay. Now, if you would like my help, I can help you.
You bet. I would love your help.
Okay. I'll get my guy on it.
You gonna what now?
I'm gonna get my guy on it. I have a guy.
You have a guy?
I have a guy.
You have a guy? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to poke
Yeah,
her.
his name is
She's gonna get.
Rylan.
I know.
Yeah. I have a guy.
Yeah, she got a guy.
I can ask Rylan for help. Technically, he works for me. I pay him for this. He's helped me find people based on descriptions alone.
Wow.
If we can find this thief, we can find if they're still alive. We can find information who he stole that from.
Right.
Might give us a name, a location. If he stole it from someone, it must have been somewhere. Obviously. Yes. That property might be under their name or someone they know's name. We can track it back to this person.
Right.
We can find them. We can kill them.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And I know exactly what I'm going to tell them when I see them.
Good. Keep that in here and in here.
Oh, I'll keep it well within reach.
I'll have to make sure you get that winning blow. In my experience, your legion's not going to be the issue mostly. Could be wrong. Mostly be his bodyguards or her bodyguards or their bodyguards or their guards and security.
That problematic? We want to be able to just get into the room and start blasting?
I mean, we can't. That's definitely what Robin, Faywin, and I did when we fought that Lord Legion. We just
great
went into the room and started stabbing.
Yes. Yep.
I cut the guy's throat open in front of his vanity. It was pretty poetic, if you ask me.
Yeah, we hid inside like his
bed,
closet under his bed.
They were under the bed. Robin was in the closet.
The glow,
the cat eyes.
The eyes, yeah, because elves have cat eyes.
It was like a little raccoon under there.
Yeah. Hissing when they saw you.
Do this.
I'm worried about Robin. I'm worried a lot. I know she needs time. But I want to fix things. You know I am.
I know.
Do you think I should cover something? I think I'm going to cover something. I'm going to go back outside, come back with a log.
I don't think that log fits in the tent.
Do you think she needs a spoon?
Why don't you make her a pipe?
Oh,
if
very
you're that talented.
I don't think you should make a pipe out of wood. It will burn.
If you treat it.
That's true.
There's wooden pipes.
That's true.
What do you think pipes were made of back in the olden days?
Glass.
It still are.
Yeah.
Plastic?
Yeah.
But
there are wooden
own a wooden. I've got a hobbit pipe. It's great.
Yeah. If you make it well enough, make her a pipe.
I would.
But what you do is not as important as what you do next, and she'll point to Faywin.
Yes. Do you think I should go out and talk to her now?
No.
She's gonna try and stab you, most likely.
Okay, I was hoping you'd say no. No, because I really don't want to.
And let me clear things up. She won't stab you because of your secret. She's like the nature of your secret. She'll stab you because you kept something from us that could affect all of us. I don't think she would be as mad if it was just something that affected you. Still mad, but maybe not as mad. I am, after all, her first best friend. I would know these things.
Best friend.
Well, I'm not good at judging these things. Let me know when's a good time to speak to her.
Let her simmer for the night. She's going to be hurt. Like I was, but she's more vocal about it. She's more... She has a lot of emotions. They're really, when you're that size and your emotions are so big.
Although
compact inside.
Just high pressure emotions.
Emotions.
It's like fairies.
Dwarven
it's like fairies. Despite the fact that he mostly started drifting off back to sleep, you do hear from Sharo. He's still laying down, but you hear his voice. For the record, I wouldn't let her hurt you.
I think you should tell Sharo. He was very much asleep throughout the entire conversation.
Tell me what.
Looks
I
at
don't even-
Baywin.
Oh no!
Charo,
Yes.
do you have any of your weapons nearby?
Just holds an arm up.
Yeah. I was gonna be like, yeah.
This is.
Yeah.
I
have
am a
guns.
weapon.
Yeah. But we'll lower it. Doesn't say anything or smile. He's he's a very dry.
It's not
sense of
going to
humor kind
hurt
of
you,
person.
Faywin.
I'm gonna
I
like
would
curl
never.
up. I'm gonna like curl up with him and say,
Yeah.
okay. Now I'm close to you, so if you wanted to, you could hurt me.
I
But
would not hurt you.
but if I wanted to, I could hurt you too.
Oh.
That's fair.
Yep.
That's a
That gave me a
threat.
very complicated emotion. Carry
The
on.
homoeroticism of this.
Yeah.
situation.
Oh, I
Out
love
loud.
Dragon Age
This
so
is-
much.
Yeah.
It's not homoerotic, it's just a trust exercise that
Just-
also might be
Yeah.
homoerotic.
So much bisexual
It's
disasters.
also it's a trust exercise that's also a little homoerotic.
Yeah, there's a little. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I
Yeah.
pretend I'm not here.
And I will tell him about it.
Okay.
I will not role play it out since this is an NPC.
yeah.
I've told people a lot already.
Yes. He's quiet while you tell him. There's a lot that he has to process. But when you're done, he will give you a firm nod of his head. Our people have always looked after our own and looked after our mages, and if they become a danger to themselves or to others, we deal with it. So I won't let you cause harm to anyone. I'm not saying that in a threat way. I'm saying that what I'm assuming may be comforting to know.
It is. I trust you to do it.
he kind of has that. I mean, you've been told what he had to do to his sister, so he processes, but will nod. But I'm. It's my duty to protect you.
And it's my duty to protect you too.
Yeah.
If I feel any lack of control, I'm going to spare you that. If I can.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we will all kill each other if we become a
I
danger
said-
to each other. I got it.
For the
Bitch,
record,
I can't be possessed, so shut the fuck
yeah. For the record, I'm sorry that you've had to carry this by yourself for so long.
Don't.
Easy. I mean, I knew my father spoke often about what it was like. He always worried that one of us would come into magic. Not that he spoke openly with the rest of the clan. I mean, it's important to have other mages and not just the one in a clan. Because someday you will lose your keeper. But he told us about how difficult it was to learn to control and to feel like there's all this raw power in you, and knowing that you could, at any moment, any heated bout of anger or anguish, that you could hurt those you care about and lose yourself along the way. And he didn't wish that for any of us. I think he was sad deep down when my sister came into magic. But had to be proud and encouraging for her. But it made me realize how difficult it must be. The burden that magic really is. So, while I cannot empathize, I've never had to experience anything like that myself. I understand. So, you have my support.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, that's like the most I've spoken in days. Maybe it's the weed.
Surprise.
I have my moments.
I know.
Well. Anyway, and he kind of goes and just sort of like lays down next to where you are as well. You're both kind of tucked in at the same area. But he goes back to his strong, silent ways. And with the heavy hearts and a lot of emotions going through people, and a few more crystallizing affirmations and points in what will become your futures, people to investigate, potentially places to go, and with one of your party members on her own.
That doesn't sound threatening at all.
We will end there.
I mean, Finch is outside too.
But we will,
It's always
we'll end
okay.
there for the week and pick back up.
Next week.
Probably with the following day. Next week, yeah.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and showing up. Joy, as always, that was quite the session. Lots of things going, lots of emotions going on for a lot of people, and I love it. And it's what Dragon Age is about. And soon I hope to stab something though. I think Robin needs to stab something. Like,
Oh yes.
got a lot to work out there. So what's going on the rest of the week? Well, first of all, in like an hour and a half, I'm just gonna be back live again, as we're gonna be playing our Defiant game, where I am definitely about to get into a fight because I learned that the lady that I just had sex is the cop that I just had sex with. Is definitely a part of a cult that is trying to make the apocalypse come into our safe space, which is Seattle. So,
oh dear.
yep, that's a mouthful. Cause we're playing
Oh,
Defiant
okay.
at 6 p.m. and Defiant is a very, if you think this game is thirsty and an emotional, like, Saturdays is after hours time here at 6 o'clock. And then tomorrow you can actually find me over on Nat One Heroes, where I play some Dungeons and Dragons. We play Rime of the Frost Maiden, where I play a hobgoblin barbarian who just got his whole like zealot thing going. He worships Malar, and Malar is like, yep, trying to prove that you are the strongest thing out here. And then on Wednesdays, we will have a premiere of another 5e campaign. Our friend Ollie is going to be running Nisekai University, where I'm a centaur that's like a mixture of Stevie Nicks and Dolly Parton. So,
Amazing.
a
What
centaur
an iconic-
fighter warlock. Yeah.
I love that.
And she's like a Shetland pony centaur. So,
Wow. That's a lot.
Tiny.
so there's a lot. Her warlock patron is a unicorn, who also works at the university
Mhm.
clinic. So, and tends to pick up dates there. For some reason, you know.
Yeah, okay.
He's got a
Nice.
magical horn he can heal you with. So
I mean, I'm sure many
Uh-huh.
people do.
yeah. And then on Friday we'll be back here again with Heartbeats of Perfect Sync, and then we're back here on Saturday at 1:30. So yeah, we got some busy times. So hydrate and all that other good stuff. And everybody else, where can we find you on the internet, and what are you doing? Also, Discord's coming up. Here you go.
Alrighty, you can find me on the interweb at _gambit. Well, on Twitter, pardon me. And I'll be here next week to see about what's going to happen to everyone. I'm worried, very worried about Robin.
Hi everyone, my name's Satan. How you doing? Or Elizabeth on the interwebs sometimes, like on Twitter. You can find me here Saturdays at 1:30 PST, 4:30 EST. You can also find me Sunday mornings over the Hobgoblin, where I DM my homebrew world for a few of my friends. And this Thursday, you can find me over at Indoor Adventures, where we're playing our last game of Monster Noir, where I play a vampire queen mobster. She's pretty cool. I like her. But yeah, other than that, check out my Twitter. I do art. I will be opening weapon commissions soon. They're pretty rad, if I do say so myself. So if you want to give a poor artist some money to pay their bills and buy food, I would appreciate that. That's me.
Hi, I'm Freddie. You can find me at His Majesty on Twitter or at Lude Alfred on Instagram. And I do digital art. I occasionally do burlesque and playwriting, which I have recently been doing like play readings on Zoom. And I've just gotten a bunch of new equipment, which is wonderful that I can record more plays. I'm very excited about doing more plays. So yeah, stay tuned there. And you can find me next on Saturday right here, getting some comeuppance for my secrecy and lies, which I can't wait for.
The consequences of my actions. Oh no!
Wait till Arlen finds out I can't really speak to whales.
Or ants.
I'll throw you overboard. Just
Yeah. Amazing stuff. Hi everyone. I'm Emma, Hummel on the internet. You can just find me here at the moment on Saturdays playing this game, but I will use my time just now to hype up. I have observed Freddy's plays on the internet, and they're fucking fantastic. So 10 out of 10, do recommend checking those out. And also, Satan has drawn a set of weapons for my character that is in a game that she runs, and they are fucking fantastic as well. So if you check out her Twitter, you'll see them, because I think it's the pinned tweet. Beautiful stuff. Wonderful. Yeah, that's me.
All right, cool beans. With that, we're gonna go ahead and for a little while until you come back here in an hour and a half, say hello to our friend Vivacia. She plays on the channel whenever Emberwind is going on, so she's part of a cast member and a friend. So y'all, y'all give some love, and we'll see you tonight.